1 in 3 people will face a cancer diagnosis in their lifetime. Let that sink in. Now, what if I told you that the secret to tilting those odds in your favor might be hiding in your kitchen right now? Welcome back to Purely Cured, the channel that's all about helping you live your healthiest life. Before we spill the tea on foods you should kick to the curb, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you'll always be in the loop with our latest life-changing tips and tricks. There you go, folks. Your intro is locked and loaded, and we're ready to dive into the meat of the matter. The foods that could be ticking time bombs and the expert advice you won't get anywhere else. Stay tuned. Check out these foods that could increase your risk of cancer. Best to steer clear of them. Number 1. Smoked food. Hold on, BBQ lovers. Before you throw that smoked meat onto the grill, here's something you'll want to chew on. Smoked meats are laced with nitrates and nitrites. When you cook that meat, those preservatives morph into something way more sinister. N-nitroso compounds, including nitrosamines and nitrosamides. These bad boys could up your odds of getting cancer. But wait, there's more. These compounds also come with a buffet of health risks, like stomach issues and even an increased chance of stroke or diabetes. Oh, and let's not forget they hike up the sodium levels in your diet. Yikes. Love that smoky flavor. Don't worry, you don't have to give it up. Try using alternative seasonings to add that zesty kick, or go ahead and marinate your meats for that juicy, delicious flavor. Mind blown? There are more jaw-dropping foods out there that can ramp up your cancer risk, so stay tuned. Number 2. Processed foods. Let's talk about a major player in the food world that's not doing you any favors: processed foods. Yeah, you know the ones. They're often packed with nitrates and nitrites, just like smoked meats, and these little troublemakers can increase your risk of stomach cancer and a bunch of other cancers. Processed foods are like a chemistry lab of bad stuff. Think preservatives, colorants, flavors, and textures, all hiding in your favorite snacks and meals. When it comes down to it, processed foods are the triple threat: low in nutrients, lacking in fiber, and bursting with carbs. So maybe it's time to rethink that frozen dinner or those convenient snacks. Your body will thank you. Stay tuned because there are more surprising foods on our list that could be playing tricks with your health. Number 3. Popcorn. Picture this. You're settling in for a movie night, and what's on the menu? Popcorn, of course. But here's the twist. If you're reaching for microwave popcorn, you might want to pump the brakes on that decision. Why? Well, it turns out microwave popcorn has a dark side, and it's got a spot on our list of cancer-causing foods. Here's the scoop. Those seemingly innocent bags are lined with a mouthful of chemicals, including perfluoroalkyls, perfluorooctanoic acid, PFOA, and perfluorooctane sulfonate, PFOS. They're there to keep the oil from leaking out while your popcorn gets all warm and toasty. Sounds harmless, right? Not so fast. When you zap that bag of popcorn in the microwave, these chemicals decide to join the party and end up in your snack. And if that's not enough to make you rethink your popcorn choices, consider this. PFOA has been linked to tumors in animal organs. Not only are you munching on it, but even the workers at PFOA plants are at risk of developing prostate cancer. Now that's a buttery revelation you didn't see coming. Stay tuned because there are more surprising foods lurking out there that could be messing with your health. Number 4. Soft drinks. Let's talk about a couple of familiar thirst quenchers: soft drinks and sports drinks. Brace yourselves, folks, because studies have revealed a pretty unsettling connection between these beverages and cancer, especially the likes of soda. Here's the twist. These fizzy delights can crank up insulin production in your pancreas, potentially doubling your risk of developing pancreatic cancer. Now, that's a soda you definitely don't want to open. But wait, there's more. Soft drinks and sports drinks aren't just empty calories. They're more like nutritional thieves. They come packing zero nutritional value, and that's not the worst part. They go one step further by swiping your body's essential vitamins and minerals. So, if you're reaching for one of these drinks, thinking it's a harmless refreshment, you might want to reconsider. Stay tuned because there are more surprising foods and drinks on our list that could be toying with your health. Number 5. White flour. Let's talk about something you might find in your pantry: good old white flour. But hold on, before you rush to grab that bag, you should know how this stuff is made, especially if it's commercially grown. Here's the not-so-appetizing truth. Those flower seeds are treated with fungicide, sprayed with pesticides, and stored in bins coated with insecticides. Yep, it's like a chemical cocktail in your baking cupboard, and it's loading your body with toxins. But it gets worse. To keep that flour looking pristine and white, they mix it with chlorine oxide, and yes, that's chlorine gas. Now, we're not saying you're turning your kitchen into a chemistry lab, but it's definitely something to think about. And here's the kicker. During the manufacturing process, white flour gets stripped of the wheat kernel's goodness that normally slows down its digestion. That means your body can easily turn this white stuff into blood sugar in a flash. So if you're pondering whether to buy white flour next time, you might want to give it a pass. Stay tuned because there are more surprising foods on our list that could be playing tricks with your health. Number 6. Sugar. Got a sweet tooth that just won't quit? Well, you might want to consider dialing it down a notch or two. Here's the deal. Cancer cells have a serious thing for sugar. It's like their favorite buffet, and it can kick their growth into high gear. But it's not just cancer you should worry about. Sugar can also cozy up to heart disease, especially for folks dealing with diabetes or related conditions like high blood fat levels. How? Well, sugar can send your blood sugar levels and triglycerides, those pesky blood fats, on a roller coaster ride. And here's a real eye-opener. Sugar packs a punch in the calorie department. If you're knocking back soft drinks or indulging in sugary treats more often than not, those hidden calories might be adding up faster than you realize. Before you know it, you could be dealing with weight gain and even obesity, especially if you're already carrying some extra pounds. So, consider this your sweet wake-up call. Don't forget to comment below and share your thoughts with us. Stay tuned because there are more surprising foods and habits on our list that could be throwing curveballs at your health. Number 7. Non-organic vegetables and fruits. Let's talk about your everyday veggies and fruits, but here's the twist: non-organic ones. These crops are grown conventionally and get treated with a trio of not-so-friendly substances: pesticides, GMO seeds, and herbicides. Now, why should you care? Because all three of these chemicals are no joke when it comes to your health. They're packing carcinogens, the stuff linked to cancer. So, next time you're picking out produce, consider reaching for the organic options. Your body will thank you. Stay tuned because there are more surprising foods and habits on our list that could be throwing curveballs at your health. Number 8. Hydrogenated oils. Let's take a closer look at the world of hydrogenated oils. And trust me, it's a ride you'll want to pay attention to. If you find yourself constantly consuming these oils, you might be unknowingly upping your odds of developing breast cancer. Sounds alarming, right? Here's what's cooking. Manufacturers process these oils by tinkering with them using hydrogen, all in the name of preventing spoilage. But there's a dark side. Those hydrogenated oils come loaded with trans fats, and guess what? Trans fats are like a spark for inflammation and an overactive immune system, according to the Harvard School of Public Health. And that's not where it ends. These trans fats have a rap sheet that includes health problems like heart diseases, diabetes, and yes, even cancer. So, if you want to give your health a fighting chance, it might be time to rethink those hydrogenated oils. Stay tuned because there are more surprising foods and habits on our list that could be throwing curveballs at your health. And don't forget to drop us a comment below. Number 9. BPA Lined Cans. Let's shine a spotlight on something you might not be aware of: bisphenol A, or BPA, lurking in the lining of canned foods. It's a common trick used by major food companies, but it comes with a laundry list of health concerns. Here's the scoop. Studies on both human and animal cells have linked BPA to a slew of issues, and we're talking serious stuff like cancer, infertility, obesity, and diabetes. But guess what? BPA isn't content with just cans. It's also found hanging out in various types of hard plastics. Think water bottles, eyeglass lenses, baby bottles, sports gear, and more. So, next time you're reaching for a canned good, maybe take a moment to check for BPA-free options. Number 10. Farm fish. Now, let's wade into the world of farm fish. It's a common sight at your local grocery store, and you might assume it's a safer bet than wild-caught fish. But hold on, because there's a twist in this tale. You see, fish are loaded with omega-3, those heart-healthy fats we all know and love. In the wild, fish get their omega-3 fix from aquatic plants in their natural habitat. It's like a perfectly balanced diet for them. But here's where things get fishy. farm-raised fish aren't enjoying the same culinary delights. Instead, they're stuck with an unnatural high-corn diet that comes with a side of pollutants and chemicals. Yep, you read that right. Among those chemicals are pesticides, put there to combat sea lice. Now, while that might save the fish from itchy problems, it's not exactly what you want on your dinner plate. So, before you reel in that farmed fish, consider the quality of their diet and what might be lurking beneath the surface. If keeping an eye on your diet and health has you feeling concerned, don't hesitate to reach out to your doctor. They can help ensure you're on the right track for good health. Remember, it's all about striking a balance, feast on nutrient-rich foods, and indulge in junk food in moderation. Did you find this video enlightening? Show us some love by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel for more informative content just like this. Thanks for tuning in.